Okay, hello! Welcome to the Simply Ridiculous podcast where we talk about anything simply ridiculous or ridiculously simple. I am Lachlan. You can find me on Instagram at Tony Bones in the Ghoul Patrol and Crosdogs Cosplays. And
I'm Liam, so you can find me as Ozcos and Fitness on Instagram. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else.
yeah.
Nice and easy.
What other personal account?
No, let's not.
Doesn't
let's not delve
exist.
into other personal accounts.
Cool. So, this is a new podcast that we're starting up. It's basically, like we said, talking about anything simply ridiculous or ridiculously simple. We're mostly going to be talking about our interests. It's kind of just going to be messing around. It won't just always be us. We'll have special guests on sometimes.
Well, we're pretty low budget at the moment,
Yeah,
so we can't afford any high talent.
We're literally recording on two phones. But, we're going to be focusing a bit on cosplay in some of our podcasts because that is something we do in life. So we'll have some cosplay guests on in here. We'll have gaming stuff. Definitely won't have any gaming guests because we're not that famous or know anybody that cool. But we'll have friends that play games joining us. But yeah, it's basically just a little bit of a podcast to have a bit of a fuck around, have a bit of fun. And hopefully you guys will just get a bit of an enjoyment out of it, just kind of listening to us ramble. So yeah, do you have anything else to add?
Not really. It's pretty much it. I mean, I'm pretty new to this stuff. I'm just gonna be basically just having a chat. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's just having a chat. We got our mugs here. It's like the Ellen show.
I've got my Merry Christmas mug.
Exactly. We'll get onto that in a second.
We've moved past Halloween. We're already in the Christmas gear.
Yeah, I did that purposely for this.
Oh,
bit.
did you?
Yeah, I specifically saw my Christmas mug. I was like, fuck yes.
No, I did not realize that.
I was like, what a perfect segue into the topic I want to talk about. I got my Spider-Man mug, but it's like we're on the Ellen show, It's just it's a little interview.
Nice and chill. This couch is comfy as hell.
It's
So
fucking I fall asleep on this couch.
yeah, if I fall
much.
asleep during the podcast, just ignore me.
The amount of times I've napped
have
on
a
this
nice
couch, holy shit. It is amazing.
Oh.
Okay, so let's get on to our first topic. So it is November 1st today, 2017. Woo! We just had Halloween last night. And
Spooktober is over.
exactly, very, very, very spooky. I spent 20 minutes putting on makeup and then spent 15 minutes wearing it and took it off because it was annoying me. But I got into the
You left the eyeshadow on, which made you look like you were a drug abuser.
Oh yeah,
or
exactly.
like
I went
just
from a
generally-
skull. I went from a skeleton to an emo, and so I basically just went back to my normal self. So yeah, but basically we had Halloween yesterday. In Australia, it's not as big, obviously, but I'd like to talk about what is the grace period between Halloween and getting into Christmas. Because for me, it's like you got a 3-day grace period. November 4th.
3 days. Only 3 days.
Okay, because I love Halloween, but holy crap, I love Christmas. But I have to respect Halloween. Halloween is an entire month. Halloween is an experience. It's a very spooky month, October. Halloween is the entire month. So I feel like you've got to have at least a 3-day grace period before you're allowed to slightly get Christmassy. Not full on like, bam, Christmas, but you get Christmassy.
Man, I feel like there's like with Halloween, it's like you got like a bit of a kind of not a bell curve, but like it's a big dip in the middle. You start off, you love Halloween, you're a kid, you go around, you got a ton of chocolate, ton of sweets, and by ton, this is an Australian ton, which is about a third of the American ton.
Yeah, you've got like a little plastic bag with
little-
a couple. You're like, oh my god, a full-size Freddo Frog?
Whoa, what a stash!
Nobody likes fun size. They're not fun at all.
Yeah. And then it kind of dips a bit. You get to high school. It's just you're too old to trick or treat.
But you're too young to die.
But you're too young to get absolutely hammered with your mates.
You're never too young in Australia.
Well, sure. For legal reasons, yes, there is
Yes,
a
for
time when you're
legal
too
reasons,
young.
definitely. Any cops listening.
But yeah, it kind of dips there in the middle, and then I feel like now it's getting back to that time where I'm actually getting keen again for Halloween and like just generally getting psyched to try out new costume. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that I've just started cosplaying. So I've got like
probably not.
I've actually got costumes to wear as opposed to just stuff that I bought at a $2 store. But like yeah, just it's started picking up again. This year's been pretty quiet actually, but like last 2 years or so have been pretty good actually. But now Spooktober's over. Time for Christmas, even though we've had decorations in store for like 15 years already.
Exactly. Town Hall, for those Sydney-siders, Town Hall Station.
It's like the biggest like station in Sydney
yeah.
apart from Central.
Town Hall, Wynyards, Central has Christmas trees in it, and the QVB just put up the giant Christmas tree. And now I love that Christmas tree. It's like my favorite thing of all time.
It goes like 3 stories high.
It's so
in the QVB.
cool. It's
great.
amazing. But it was Halloween. It was the day before Halloween. Come on, guys. Like I know it's Australia, but it is disrespectful. Halloween, you need to respect this.
Respect the ghosts and witches.
Respect the spooks. But like, come on, honestly, like, I walked into Wynyard yesterday. I was picking up some stuff from the city, and there was just Christmas lights everywhere. And I walked in, and I was just like, "Have you seen my son, Will Byers?" Because it looked like honestly, it better have been Wynyard dressing up as the wall from Stranger Things instead of Christmas decorations. Otherwise, I'm gonna kick some ass.
Yeah, but I don't watch Stranger Things, so for me this is just as weird as for you if you also don't watch Stranger Things.
Okay, a lot of people watch Stranger Things. You're the outlier here,
I am
honestly.
the outlier, but I also am just desperately trying not to binge watch every series on Netflix right now.
There's 2 seasons. There's 17 episodes out so far. Season 1
How
has
long
8.
is each
Season
episode though?
45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, no thanks. No thanks.
You can binge watch both seasons in a day.
Mate, I binge
like
watched
a full
4
straight
seasons
day.
of Voltron in 2 days. So
Okay, but that's Voltron is amazing. If you haven't watched Voltron, definitely watch Voltron.
If you're a child and you remember like watching Power Rangers or any other like Transformers and stuff, and you actually enjoyed that, damn, Voltron is good.
Voltron is amazing. Well, Voltron's been out for this is just a remake.
Yeah, I
the
know,
original
but,
Voltron's been out for ages.
I didn't know about it until about a month or so ago, and now I'm
There was
hooked.
even a reference in Deadpool.
What?
Yeah, in Deadpool the movie, he gets the Voltron ring. He's like 5 Lion Swords formed to make one.
Oh my
giant
god!
sword.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
he has the Voltron reference.
Oh wow! Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I at the time obviously I had no idea what the frick Voltron was.
I knew what Voltron was.
Wow. Okay.
So have you the Rick and Morty episode? Where it's just like, can she keep the robots? No, she can't keep the robots. They form into a tiny little Voltron.
Oh no! God damn!
Yeah. Just,
Man, it all falls into place.
it
now.
all honestly.
it all falls into place.
It all connects.
Man, no, but like the QBB Christmas tree is, if you've never been to Sydney or the QBB in the city,
Go.
please do.
It's gorgeous.
It's an indoor shopping mall that's like, it's a shopping mall.
It's like they've got shops there.
they've
There's
got shops
cafes.
in there.
It used to be so much better though. Like I remember back in the day, there was this little place called the Irish Shop. And I got an Irish tin whistle from there, and I've got Irish heritage. So as a kid, like that was the best thing for me. I was like, yeah, learning my heritage.
Me as well.
White people, But like, and then everything now is just some kind of like clothing or jewelry store. It kind of sucks, but it still is a gorgeous building.
Yeah, like in the bottom level, I know there's a German bakery that does like pretzels and stuff, and that stuff is awesome. You can't get them everywhere.
The bottom, do you mean the bottom underneath kind of basement?
It's like in the basement kind of area.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like you go down the stairs
Because it technically is like 4 levels.
It's
kind
technically
of?
4, yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically, if you don't know, it's got like 3 levels. There's the main level that you're coming in from the street, and then 2 other levels above that. That's mostly like shopping. There's a Hobbies Co. ABC store and everything, shopping and everything. But then they've got the underground stuff, and that's where there's like all the
food markets
bakeries.
and the, like other shops in there.
Oh, it's so nice. It's gorgeous. But the tree is right in the middle entrance. It goes all the way up to the top. And the top also has one of my favorite roofs of all time. There's like this glass ceiling. You've seen the glass ceiling, right?
Yeah,
It's absolutely stunning. But the tree is
So
decked
like
out
a
by
nice little
Swarovski.
chapel dome.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. It's really gorgeous. But the whole building's absolutely stunning. And it's actually really cool because they have a lot of historical stuff as well there. How do we get onto the history of the QVB? Wow.
I don't know.
What a tangent.
The tree. It goes through the levels.
The
It's
tree,
great.
yes. But they have like these clocks there, and they have like actual like sculpted depictions of like fucking Captain Cook coming to Australia and
Classic.
the racism, the abuse of the Aborigines, which isn't good, but it shows the history, of course. Like it's good that they're actually displaying the history. But the architecture is absolutely stunning. The outside, the inside, all of it is absolutely gorgeous. And it hooks up to Town Hall, where there is my favorite bakery. So that's all that really matters to me.
And it's had Christmas stuff for the last 15 years already. No, honestly, they pull out Christmas stuff
so early.
so early.
I was at work, and I was outside my work is a fucking Christmas tree. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know how it is in America and stuff, but like here, legitimately from October 15 or so to possibly even like October 10, there's Christmas stuff, there's lights, there's trees,
everywhere.
and like people are still getting keen for Halloween. Like everyone's still like looking for their Halloween costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
Because people don't have that sorted 83 years in advance, unlike in America.
Exactly. But yeah, it was weird. Like, at work, there was Christmas stuff, but then there was also Halloween stuff.
It's crazy. It's just so much Christmas stuff. And honestly, by the time Christmas rolls around, you're sick of it because you've been seeing it for like 14 and a half months.
Exactly. They're not good. Like, it's not a good marketing strategy. In America, I believe it's kind of similar. Like, it's a lot more focus on Halloween, but you're going to see little pockets where people are celebrating Christmas first.
But,
we
my
also
God.
don't have Thanksgiving. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so that's what I was
true
going to
as
say. Because that's why I'm saying we in Australia have like a 3-day grace period before you can start getting Christmassy. Because in America, you guys got Halloween and then you've got Thanksgiving.
When is Thanksgiving in America?
November something.
On the early November?
I don't fucking know. I just know it's in November. So
Mate,
like,
you're the America expert here.
I'm the
I've got no
America
idea.
expert.
I've got no idea.
The pop culture expert.
Yeah.
It's November something. I don't give a fuck. I don't pay attention to that. I'm not thankful for anything. I'm a cynic. But
Jesus.
I want to die.
I'm thankful for a lot of things. It balances itself out. Don't listen to him.
Exactly. Yin and yang. Yin and yang. But no.
No, but we don't have like
Yeah.
half the holidays America does.
Exactly, exactly.
When we've got our we've got like, I'd say we've got like 4 big holidays. You got New Year's, which is in Australia, it's massive, especially in
New
Sydney.
Year's is lit in Australia.
Especially in Sydney. I mean, anyone knows that like Sydney fireworks are one of the first ones that go off because of like time difference and all that.
And they're famous.
And they're like the
extremely
world famous ones. The
'Cause we have the
entire
Harbour Bridge.
just
Yep.
gets lit up. The Opera House
lit,
has
fam.
Opera House has lights on it and like it's amazing. It's a huge thing.
Yep.
And then everyone is absolutely smashed from that. And they give it a couple of months to recover, in which time they go to work to like earn the money back from all the stuff they spent over.
They give you 12 months to recover, and then by then it's New Year's again, and you're fucked up.
No, and then we've got Easter, which is
It's decently
decent here.
Australia has a very heavy Christian population, Catholic population, especially in Sydney. So like Easter is pretty big. At least in like I'd say New South Wales.
But oh man, do they try and make Easter Australian? I know when I was in primary school back in it must have been kindergarten actually, when I was down at Manly Village Public School down in Manly. They had one year where they tried to convert it back to the Easter Bilby instead of the Easter Bunny.
Oh.
Where the Easter Bilby, for those who are not Australian don't know, the Bilby is an endangered animal in Australia. It's pretty similar to like a bandicoot.
It's a fucking
or something.
tiny fuck. It's
a tiny
small.
it's like a bandicoot or like a possum, but like a nice possum, not an angry possum. Like
Yeah,
America.
we
have nice possums.
Yeah, we got the nice possums. Americans got the
Your possums
fuck
kill you. Our possums cuddle with you.
Exactly. We should. I think at some point, like God switched them.
Yeah,
God
they're just
fucked
like,
up.
let's
He's
give
like,
Australia
shit.
something nice. Everything else wants to kill them. But yeah, so they tried to like go, hey, let's raise awareness by instead of making it the Easter Bunny, because bunnies are pests here in Australia. Let's make it the Easter Bilby. And approximately 3 people bought an Easter Bilby that year, chocolate Easter Bilby, and everyone else was like, no.
Yeah.
And just bought Easter bunnies. And I think they did that for 1 year and they gave up. And now you like see the occasional op shop that's still trying to sell like 4-year-old chocolate.
Oh, those yeah.
The Easter Bilbies, and like you just walk in, and just the nostalgia hits you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh great, I remember that.
I'm just imagining like they get the mascot like there instead of the Easter Bunny coming, they get a guy in a Bilby suit. And the
We
kids
did.
Just, yeah.
We
I'm just-
legitimately had someone come into our school dressed up as a Bilby, like giving kids Easter. This was before like the peanut allergy craze. So he'd just walk into our school and just hand out chocolate Easter Bilbies. And we were just like, we had to paint them or like paper
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
With like craft activities and stuff.
I'm just imagining all the kids running up and beating the shit out of the Bilby.
Oh
You're like,
my
no, not
Lord.
the Easter Bunny.
Bring him back. Where's the bunny?
Bring him back. Oh fuck no! Like that reminds me, mascots and everything. Easter at work last year. No, this year. Sorry. Basically, I work for Optus. I got switched stores, but my old store was next to a St. George bank, and on Easter they had the St. George Dragon, whatever the fuck his name is, like Frank or whatever. I don't know.
George, probably.
Probably. No,
I mean,
'cause it's St.
that
George.
would be the logical,
No, 'cause
like-
it's St. George killed the dragon.
Greg then?
Greg
Like,
the dragon.
Call him Greg.
Frank is so much better. Anyway, Frank the dragon was there. He was handing out Easter eggs and something and everything. And I was just like, God damn, I don't want to have anything to do with this. Because one, I don't like chocolate. For those who know, I like white chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate. You can shut your damn mouth.
What?
I've had to deal with you chocolate elitists for all my life. So anybody who has
What do you
gripes-
mean? I'm like, no
I'm not
sugar
I'm
at the
talking.
moment. I'm trying to-
Yeah, I'm talking to the audience now. If any of you have gripes with me, you can throw a couple rounds. But basically, Frank
I mean,
comes
like,
in.
shout you drinks?
No,
'Cause
like-
you don't drink either, so that's useless. You can't even like fight anyone or get them to paste it
Let me
for
tell
you.
my shitty story.
Fine, go ahead.
Frank comes in and he fucking like I don't know how a mascot with no moving face looks angry, but he looks angry for some reason.
He's probably getting paid
He comes in,
$3.
he fucking raises his hand. I'm like, what the fuck? He slams his hand down on the table, he lifts it, and there's just a bunch of Easter eggs. And he looks me dead in the eye in his cold, soulless eyes.
Plastic dead eyes.
And then he just walks out. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So that was my latest Easter experience. So that's Easter in Australia.
Yeah.
But what was the other holiday?
What? And so we've had
Christmas,
New Year's,
New
we've had
Year's.
Easter, and then by the time Easter rolls around, you kind of roll around to the middle of the year and nothing happens, and everyone's just like finding excuses to like rug up in the cold because middle of the year for us is winter, which sucks, by the way, because it means that all our holidays are in like 400-degree weather, which can be great. Christmas, I'll tell you one thing.
When you live in Sydney, it's fucking
Christmas
sweet.
and New Year's on the beach is awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
I have had Christmases where I've gone out surfing in a Santa suit.
Yeah.
And it's the best feeling ever, just being on the beach during Christmas.
Except Christmas is either pissing fucking down with rain or it's boiling hot. There's like no in between.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
But
also
boiling
like
hot's great because you can literally just go in the water.
Exactly. But also Santa and the Santa drives around on the fire trucks like in a lot of rural towns. That's the best.
Oh, it's on the beaches as well. They have Santa come around for the surf clubs.
Yep.
He comes around in one of the aisle. I might even be able to drive him this year because I got the
I thought you
IRB
could get to
driver's
say
license.
B Santa.
No, God no. I might. Who knows? But he comes in on the IRBs, which are like inflatable rescue boats. They're like rubber duckies. And he like drives in and like comes in and then unceremoniously falls out of it into like the water, knee deep water.
Yeah.
And then has to like quickly readjust his beard before all the kids realize that he's actually just a parent.
Yeah.
Hey,
And also,
Billy,
isn't he,
you've
like-
been good. My dad tells you haven't been. It's like,
Don't they do like
I
him
mean,
really
your dad,
thin
not
as
my
well?
dad.
Don't they just not make him fat as well sometimes?
Well, I mean, they just get whoever's available at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So usually it's some dad who's just down at the beach with his kids for like nippers or whatever. And it's just like, hey, do you want to just do Santa for a bit? And it's like the skinniest, like most shredded dude.
yeah. Hey mate,
They're
do you
like-
want to scare some fucking kids? Like,
Yeah.
hello.
Anyway, wait, I'm getting off track.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's New Year's, then it goes Easter, then there's a big fuck off period in the middle where like nothing really happens, to be honest, because we don't have any of the like cool celebrations in the middle. As I said, Australia's got like no celebrations whatsoever. And then it comes to Halloween, which is why everyone gets so hyped because it's the first like holiday like extravaganza that they've
After
had
Easter.
in like four or 5 months.
Yeah.
So they're like super hyped about it, and then you just get confused because you're like, hell yeah, Halloween's coming around, let's do this thing, and then it's Christmas stuff.
You
And
did
you
miss.
walk into a shop and you're just like, is it Christmas? Is it Halloween? What am I looking at?
You did miss one holiday though.
What did I miss?
Hottest 100 Day,
Oh,
also
yeah,
known as
Triple J.
Invasion Day. So
Triple J, hottest 100 day.
January
The one where everyone comes out as alti and hipster.
Yep.
Just to tell you which songs you like that are rubbish because they're pop culture songs and not like alti and left wing.
But you love them no matter what.
Oh man. Oh.
So January 26th, for those who don't know, hottest 100 Day, not Australia Day. Sorry, it's hottest 100
I
Day.
forgot Boxing Day.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. Okay,
Boxing Day. What am I on about?
I loved Boxing Day because that was the day I got to spend with my dad's family because my parents are divorced, and I got extra presents. So that was my favorite day.
Boxing Day is great. We got a sail race in the harbour that everyone just watches while
Yeah.
getting pissed. Basically, if you can see a common theme here, it's that Aussies love to get pissed. Any excuse to basically like just
Drink.
have a drink with friends is
And a
going to be
party.
at a party. But like Boxing Day is like there's the sail race and cheap prices on
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
You got Boxing
everything's
Day sales.
cheaper. Everything's
It's
cheaper.
like Black Friday.
Yeah, you guys have
but, like,
Americans. Why am I saying you guys? We fucking are gonna have like
it's
if
gonna be
if we
like
have an
3
audience, it's gonna be
Americans.
like
it's gonna be all Australians who know what we're on about.
in America. You guys, if you are listening, Americans, I got American friends. I'm gonna force them to listen to this. But you
Sucks
guys,
for you guys. I'm so sorry that you
Exactly.
know Cross. I'm really sorry.
You guys have got Black
Oh,
Friday.
pants are
We've got
falling down.
Boxing Day. We got Boxing Day. So we got that. But basically that's like all our holidays. But oh yeah, talking about holidays, kind of a tangent, but did you hear this Japanese company has given non-smokers?
Oh, yeah, you told me about this
Yeah,
yesterday,
so a Japanese company has given non-smokers an extra 6 days holidays to
Compensate for like
yeah,
not
compensate
smoking.
for smoke break and everything. Fucking funniest thing as well. People in Queensland still call it smoko. Like just break, like 10-minute break is just
Like,
called
actually?
smoko. Yeah, at school. Like apparently at some schools they still call it smoko for
Why
like
are they
recess.
smoking at school?
They're not smoking, but it's some like rural schools apparently in Queensland. I've been told. I don't know if Queenslanders tell me if this is true. But apparently like they still call it some places recess smoko. Well, yeah, like at morning tea smoko. But yeah, basically they've gotten rid of.
It's an apple a day, not a ciggy a day. Calm down.
Tell that to my sister.
Oh, I'm
sorry,
not gonna get
Emily.
into this. I've never met your sister.
You don't want to. I'm saying you better not listen to this.
Yeah, Croz's sister. If you're listening to this, I apologize severely.
I don't.
I've never met you before. I'm sure you're a cool person.
She grinded on all my. She got smashed at my 18th and grinded on all my mates. It was a solid night. Everyone
Again,
loved it.
I'm 100% sure you're a cool person now. Croz just.
She was a cool person then. She got worse now. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
Okay, back what I was saying.
Back to the smokers
Okay, yeah.
for little school kids.
So they got rid of, they gave them an extra 6 days holidays to compensate for smoko, essentially. And I think that's actually a pretty interesting idea. It's pretty cool because like so many people can go, oh yeah, going for a ciggy break and everything. Like we had that when I worked at Macca's, unfortunately. We had
yes,
so
you're
many
one of
people.
those kids who worked at Macca's. Love it.
It was 5 minutes around the corner, and my brother got me a job. Get
Mackie
fucked.
D's.
Mackie D's. It's
Well,
Mickey D's, son.
Yeah, shush.
But
never
oh yeah,
worked there.
Americans, Macca's, McDonald's.
Yeah, Macca's.
Yeah, Macca's son. But basically, yeah, so many people went on Smoker, and I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is ridiculous. Like, I'm chilling here."
You're a school child, age 12. What are you doing?
I was 14. I looked 12, but I was 14. Actually, no. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's a pretty interesting idea that I think is good to like compensating people who don't do things like I don't know. It's a bit of a different topic with like religious holidays as well, because like Judaism, they have a lot of different holidays, but it's not like it's kind of like
I mean the holidays, but it's not like you just it's not exactly like an excuse
Yeah, they're
to
not-
get out of work.
No, but it's also
religious holidays, same as Easter. We get days off for Easter.
Exactly. Like it's like they're not like chilling at home. Like they've got a whole proper process. They're doing celebrations. Like it's still like a whole religion. It's part of their religion. So like I have a lot of people going, oh, you know, they get these holidays off. That's a kind of different.
It's a bit different.
It's a
to,
bit
like-
different.
It's a
Also,
life choice to smoke. Like you went, I'm gonna smoke.
exactly.
It may I understand that it is very difficult to stop smoking once you start, but you have to have at some point have made the conscious decision to start.
Yeah. Like,
But,
but,
yeah, it's-
with,
it's-
with like
it's-
religious holidays, it's kind of like one, Catholics already killed a lot of people, and we took a lot of shit. So maybe we should calm down. We get enough holidays.
I'm not religious, so I
Yeah,
really
exactly.
don't mind. I'll
Neither
just
am I.
take everyone else's holidays and just celebrate them all.
Exactly.
Why pick one religion when you can have many of the holidays and just celebrate all of them? Like,
And welcome to the last episode of the podcast we will ever do.
and we've gotten
We've
demonetized.
already got into
and banned.
religion. We've already got into the religion in the first one, but basically, I'm gonna veto that. Veto this conversation. Back to, I think it's an interesting idea to compensate someday for like things like that. When if some people get like something off for smoking, you got to like also be like, hey, you guys, because like, why can't I just go? Oh, I'm gonna go for a fresh air break. If you're fucking like going out there sticking carcinogens in your lungs and shit, I'm gonna fucking get some fresh shit in my lungs. Like, can I have a 10-minute just
Man,
breather?
can't wait to walk out into that CBD fresh air. love walking out into the city and just so fresh with all the cars and the smokestacks.
I love breathing in the train tunnel air. Just
When I go in the train tunnels, I make sure I have my windows down and the aircon turned to like
what? You're
non-cycle.
driving through the train tunnels? What?
What? No, the under the Harbour Bridge tunnels. The
I
ones
said
in
the train tunnels, and you're like,
Oh.
when I'm driving through the train tunnel, you're fucking riding behind it.
No, you just take
Your win-
take the tires off your car and you just do it like in the cartoons where they just grind their like rims down the train tracks.
Jesus! Oh my god!
What?
And then you just die a train. You
No,
just get
look,
hit.
it's a really simple way to beat traffic. You've only got one train on there every now and then.
There's
like,
no
you know,
more traffic when you're dead.
even better. Man. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god! This has gone so much better than I thought it would.
Yeah, look, it's gone from children smoking during their school breaks to how to die while trying to beat traffic in the train tunnels. Look, it's
Honestly, dying solves a lot of problems.
oh,
You got
God,
debt.
no, don't bring this into it again. Not this shit every time.
I want to go back to the kids on Smokyo.
What were we even talking about?
It was the holiday. It's still the
Vetoed.
same topic. It's still
Vetoed.
Vetoed.
Man, like I don't. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
It's just
Like, yeah. But like on talks of like holidays and Halloween and everything, we had a bit of a conversation last night. So last night,
you say we like it was
everybody listened to me rant last night.
There we go. That's better. That's
That's
much better.
how most of my conversations go. But basically, we were watching a couple of Halloween movies, of course, because it's Halloween. I put on Monster House. Liam had a bitch because he had nightmares.
Oh,
as a
man,
kid.
Monster
That
House-
house is so. That movie is so good.
It's scarred me for life, and I don't know if any of my friends back from like under 6 Seaforth Sharks soccer team are listening to this. I really hope not. You'll see how far I've fallen. But like, man, we went on holidays once, and like they were like, oh sweet, movie night while on holidays. You got the choice, you know, Monster House or Barnyard. And of course, you know, all the little like siblings went into Barnyard, obviously, and all of us big boys, yeah, we went to Monster House. All of the big boys except me, because I looked at about 2 minutes worth of Monster House and I shat myself and ran into the other room with Barnyard. This was, by the way, when I was way younger, not like 2 years ago.
No, this is definitely.
As I said, under,
this
like-
is last night.
This is like under like 7s or 8s, which, by the way, you know, 3 years undefeated champions. Just like to point that out. Go Seaforth Sharks.
I'm vetoing that.
We
Get
got
back
beat-
on topic.
We got beaten once, and it was by a team in the Ferraris. So.
Oh
you
my
know,
god! Finish the story.
Anyway, Monster House has scarred me for life. So fuck that.
Monster
I'm not
House.
watching Monster House.
Is amazing. So anyway, back on to
Veto that conversation.
what I was saying. So we will. I switched from Monster House to Hocus Pocus, and Hocus Pocus likes to very much focus on the fact that Max, the kid, is a virgin.
There's times when literally just ghosts will come into the story for about 2 minutes.
And
towards
they were
the
just
end
like,
of the film,
"Fuck
they'll be
you,
like-
virgin!" Like,
They'll literally come into the story. I think one of the last lines of the film
is I waited 300 years for a virgin to light a candle.
That's pretty much it. And he's just standing there with his like sister,
His
who's
little
like,
sister.
who's by the way way more savage than he is.
Honestly,
And his like love interest, which he's known for about like 3 days. And who totally, I still maintain that she just followed him around for the company.
oh yeah, she
and
just wanted a
totally is
Halloween
not into him.
adventure. She just wanted a Halloween adventure.
Because nothing in the movie affected her whatsoever. Like basically when everything's attacking everyone, she's literally just standing there like, oh no! And
Yeah.
they just run straight past her and it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Okay, I guess
it's like
that's
they're
it.
going after the little girl, and then the brother just happens to get in the way. She's just there.
She's just there
She's just there to
spraying
make
salt
conversation.
everywhere.
Yeah, she's just there to help the conversation go forward.
And keep maintaining that he is in fact a virgin.
Exactly. She's like, "This, you haven't touched this pussy." Jesus.
Please
We'll get onto
stop.
that later.
No, we won't. I'm gonna veto that
Fine,
conversation.
we'll veto that one.
I'm
Okay.
gonna make a button that's gonna pop up on the screen every time we veto a
veto.
conversation.
If we ever make t-shirts, Vito's gonna be the first one.
Oh man, I'm gonna like if you're watching this on YouTube and you've obviously seen the veto button pop up every now and then if I can actually be bothered to make it. Like this is just oh boy. Just every single conversation is just gonna be vetoed immediately.
Pretty much. Okay.
Vetoed. Next combo. Let's go.
Okay, so Hocus Pocus likes to very much focus on the fact that this kid is a virgin. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, half the lines were just the cat, Binks, just going, "You dumb fucking virgin," and then running off. But, so a virgin has to light the candle, and that brings the witches back in the movie. That's like that's the base plot of the movie. Now,
Which, if you haven't seen Hocus Pocus, and like, I totally would recommend. I saw it for the first time last night. Still, totally would recommend. It's a family movie.
It's
but,
great.
like,
It's
it's great. It's a classic.
It's a
I'd
great
say.
like family Halloween movie. I love that. Like Halloween Town. Halloween Town High is my favorite. Like those movies. Oh my god, I'll binge watch them.
You gotta
even when
watch
it's
them,
on
even
Halloween.
even if you're older. Like, it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Just watch them.
A wholesome Halloween family fun like Monster House. You piece of shit. Practical Magic, a bit less family, but that's also a good one. It's not as horror. Like, basically, it's a good family movie. Back what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Why are we even talking about it? Halloween's over. We got
Yeah,
another,
yeah,
like,
exactly. We're
364 days to
plugging
go.
Hocus Pocus. It's on Netflix, by the way. So
Oh
if
yes,
you want to watch
plugging
it.
Hocus Pocus and Netflix. Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us, Hocus Pocus and Netflix. Please.
Whoever
we
the
need money.
director is, get Cross in your next movie.
Oh,
I
yes,
don't really,
please.
I don't really care, but you know, get him.
You can do costuming.
I'll do cosplay, whatever. I'll just be the exercise physiologist for all the people where they sprain their limbs doing stunts.
There we go. You can be our personal trainer.
Oh, God.
So basically, the fact is a virgin has to light the candle. But in every other movie, Scream for an example, if you are a virgin, you live. If you have sex, you die. And see, my argument is, and Sarah agreed with me last night, but Liam won't agree with me. So
Sarah's a friend, by the way.
Yes.
Not from the movie.
Not from the movie. Sarah.
We'll have to bleep it out if she doesn't want to be on this on record as saying this.
Yeah, so Bleep was it's just
Sarah Bleep.
Sarah Bleep. Not like we're gonna say her last name, but anyway, Sarah, you know who you are. Sarah agree with
figure
me,
it out.
but basically, so here's the thing, right? Do I if I was in this situation, would I remain a virgin to stop a slasher from trying to kill me? Like I survived that horror movie, but what happens when three witches come back? Like, what if I become...
What if there's... Let's make this the interesting question.
What if there's both?
What if both rocked up? You got three witches knocking at your door, and in your window there's a slasher standing there with a knife, and you've got a chick in your house who
wants to have sex with
yes,
you.
of course.
She wants to have sex.
Yes.
Consensual, of course.
And you have the choice.
Exactly. So you've either got to... You can be a virgin and survive the slasher, or if you are a virgin... You bring about the end of the world, essentially. You could maybe stop the witches, but you never know because they're witches. Like,
Yeah,
damn.
they could. There's
They
three
got
of them.
powers.
There's one of you. You're
Exactly.
basically screwed.
You either like they're because you don't actively have to do anything as the virgin with the witches. They just need a virgin, possibly. Like we're not saying this is specifically the Hocus Pocus scenario because the virgin needed to light it.
It's in like a lot of things. Like,
Exactly.
Even in like tribe things where they throw a virgin into a volcano.
Exactly.
Like, just
Cabin in the
general,
Woods. The
I haven't
virgin.
seen that,
Okay,
but,
but like
you
there's
know,
there's literally the Cabin in the Woods.
There's a
I
scary
haven't,
movie based around that as well. I've seen that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like, you know, just it's always the same trope.
if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, I haven't either, but I've just seen the whole synopsis for it. Watch it; it's fantastic. But basically, it's a comedy horror, but essentially, it's kind of a parody of all those ones. But they literally have all the tropes of like the jock, the cheerleader, and everything. And at the end, they have like carved out like stone carvings of like the jock, the virgin, and everything. And the virgin can like if everyone else dies, the virgin is allowed to live. The virgin doesn't have to die.
Yeah. No, I think I have seen that movie.
Yeah.
actually.
It's the one that
probably
Joss
have.
Whedon. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
I've probably seen it at some point.
But basically, yeah. So you don't have to actively do anything as the virgin. You just need to be a virgin to bring about the end of the world. So here's the thing: do you graciously lose your virginity to and say, well, do you respectfully and welcomely or lose your virginity to save the world? You're doing the right thing here.
Hey,
but
babe,
you could,
I swear, it's for the greater
The
good.
good,
We
exactly,
need-
for the
we
greater
need to
good of
have
the
sex
world.
right now.
but you could die from the killer, right? Or
Well, you probably will.
honestly, because
Both
he's gonna
of you
kill
will.
you while you're fucking.
Both of you will.
But or do you remain a virgin, start the end of the world, have a chance to stop the end of the world, but you never know because it's the end of the world. That's a pretty big thing.
they're witches. You
Exactly,
can't-
they're
you
witches. They have powers.
You
Like
ain't gonna fuck with a witch.
exactly. Like hey, there we go. You're not a virgin, but also like you're protected by a witch because you fucked them. Like they're gonna protect you.
I didn't say fuck the witch.
You said
I-
fuck.
I
You said you're not gonna
ain't
fuck with a
fuck
witch.
With the witch.
Exactly. You may fuck the witch though.
No.
Okay, that's my answer. Okay, I choose fuck the witch.
He's done it. He's
I've
beaten
beaten the system.
He's beaten the system. He's both stopped being a virgin so that he can't bring on the end of the world, and he's simultaneously also got a witch on his side now after
to protect me from a killer.
It's perfect.
Honestly, it's I'm the ultimate loophole finder.
You
Fuck
just
it.
gotta hope that it's a hot witch.
I'll do it either way. Like if it saves my, I'll fucking do it.
I did it for the world. I
Exactly.
swear.
I did it to save the world and myself.
Mom,
two birds,
Mom, guess what I did?
two birds, one bone.
It took a couple seconds for that one.
Please
to-
high five.
No, I'm not high fiving.
Come on.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
God damn.
Well, I'm terrible. Because I'm the master of loopholes. So I don't even know why I bothered asking that question. I nailed it off the bat.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a solid, that was a solid 20-minute conversation last night.
Yeah, that went on
about
for
what would you rather
while.
do, and it devolved into some pretty rowdy stuff, which I personally...
Jenny.
No,
Jenny.
it involved into some horrible impressions and downright just offensive,
Yeah.
offensive impressions.
We got a question for you, actually.
No,
Liam.
no.
Liam phones posed this question.
Liam Bleep.
Liam Bleep.
Which isn't me, by the way.
Yeah,
I know
he's
I
a
said my
different
name
Liam.
is Liam. I'm a different Liam.
This is differently. We get that gets he gets annoyed at that all the
1,800
time.
friends who are called Liam.
We got 1,800 friends who are
and
named
I'm
Lachlan
the
as
least
well.
popular one, so
True.
I never get called. So
You're
it's
the
always
least
other
known.
people.
Yeah, but I like don't call him by his last name. One, because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Exactly. That's the thing is no one can nickname me either. So like, I mean, Lachlan's got Croz just to like differentiate from other.
There are
Lachlans.
4 Lachlans in my group.
But the thing is, my parents, when they named me, they decided let's make a name that you can't turn into a nickname.
Lee.
Which no, you literally people tried Lily for a bit, and I was like,
That doesn't
not
work. No,
10.
Lily's bad.
Exactly, it's rubbish, and that was the point. The problem is, is that means that everyone has to call you by the name that you have, like by Liam.
Unless
and
you
if
have
other people are called Liam, you're screwed.
Exactly. Unless you get a nickname that is completely unrelated to your name. Like, fucking, we had a guy at my school called Henry, and his nickname was Dumper.
Yeah, that's true. But again, I also haven't done anything at school to like earn a nickname
You haven't
yet.
earned a nickname, but we also can't turn your name into
I
a
have
nickname.
one for uni games, but I'm not going to use that because it's just like it just
is
makes
it?
me sound like a twat. It's Champ.
You always sound like a twat.
It's
I'm
Champ.
not calling you Champ.
Exactly.
I'm not your dad.
Exactly.
I'm not your dad.
Well, that was the joke of why I got it.
Yeah.
But that's a story for another podcast. But yeah, it's just Anyway, you were saying vetoed.
No, what was it? Oh yeah, Liam Bleep.
Liam Bleep.
Vetoed. No, he posed the question for us last night. Should I? Or should we veto this? Because this one.
We can say it and I'll edit it out if it.
We'll see what happens.
need be, I'll just edit
Basically,
it
he posed the question.
Timestamp 35 something else.
36 minutes is where you're gonna
I'll
have to
write
look
it
at.
down.
Yeah.
36 minutes. It's being written down right now.
So basically,
Moving on, I'm just gonna go in a completely different direction.
yeah,
now.
go for it.
I'm gonna do a little splitter off. Just because I've just recently, just started doing some cosplay stuff. It's just something that I've been wanting to do since I was like, I don't even know how old. Freaking like year 10. So that must have been like what?
Small little boy.
A small boy.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years ago. Problem is I come from a family where you just like dress ups in general is not necessarily not frowned upon, but like it's not a very
It's not popular.
It's not a popular thing to do. And like my brother is like super reserved in that regard. Like you have to like drag him to wear any costume like at all. Just like my parents, my dad doesn't wear them. Mum's probably the one who's most like excited. And she always did like my book week. Book week is a thing in Australia. I don't know if in other countries there's that thing where it's like in junior school you'd have like a week where everyone would dress up as their favorite book characters. Man, I'd go over the top for that stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember the. Do you remember the Scholastic? Like they gave us the magazine at the start of the week. You could
Yeah,
order
that was
stuff.
that was book week.
No. Like every week there, we had like a new.
Every week.
No, not for. But like they did like you could get the stuff in person on Book Week. But do you ever get the They brought in those like Scholastic magazines, and at the back you could purchase stuff.
That was only on book week.
Oh, for us, like it was like every week they gave us a thing, and there was like little you could purchase books and like little pens and stuff.
No, it was just that's why it was such. That's why I was like back at OFGS, Oxford Falls Grammar School in Sydney. Just shout out to that school for some reason. Yeah, like it was 1 week a year where we'd have book week, and it would be the biggest thing ever. And like they'd have a little stall set up in like a different room where you could like they'd set up a store with like all the erasers and the pens.
Well,
and
that's
all
the
that,
thing, yeah, like
and
we-
the
'cause-
books. And like it would be such a G up every time you'd go in. You'd like sprint in at the first possible opportunity, buy all the erasers just because you didn't want any of your friends to have them.
Exactly, they smelt nice.
And they smelled nice, and they looked like Smiggle pigs and stuff.
Did you have the pen topper, and it was like the little mechanical thing? Like you put it on top of your pen, it was a little mechanical geometric
boxing
shape.
kangaroo?
No. It was literally just a pen topper for fun, and it was a geometric shape of like some triangle kind of things, and it would just move around.
Nope,
It was
never had those.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
But like, yeah, so we had stuff like that where I'd dress up, and it was great. And then like it drops off in high school a bit. Obviously, there's no book weeks anymore.
Well, on
and-
topic of book week, the thing is, like I said, we had our thing like every week they'll give us the new magazine and we got to order stuff. So book week was still pretty G'd up for us, but nobody really like dressed up. But fuck, I got like the library was decked out. We had like, there was it was a Bilby, wasn't there like a giant Bilby that also came?
I think, yeah, it's the Scholastic. They had like that was for Premier's Reading Challenge though.
I just remember they always had a
was a movie
there was
for
a
that.
mascot or something, and I remember getting a high five off that guy. I was like, yeah, I'm so popular, and then I got beaten up. No, but
Jesus Christ.
no, but
This
Book
is like
Week
the
is
podcast where all of Croz's like insecurities and past mistakes come up.
every podcast is gonna have me just slowly revealing like backstory of my life, and you can piece together my tragic
if
history.
someone out there who like starts watching from like podcast 1, like draws out a mind map of all the shit so that Croz doesn't have to pay for therapy, you can just go to like a photo that
Oh my
you've taken
God.
of your mind map.
I never will have to. I'm never paying for therapy because the shit that goes on my mind is so much better for content than actually dealing
Exactly.
with my
So
problems.
someone just draw up a
Exactly,
nice little
exactly.
mind map, take a photo of it, send it in to us. We'll get you on the podcast to explain what the hell's going on in his
Exactly.
head. You can become a self-licensed therapist for Cross.
Yeah, this is actually ARG, so you can actually go back in the podcast and listen to like I'll put little hints in there. You can piece it together and you can solve the puzzle and find out
It'll
who
be
the
like
murderer
Sherlock
is.
Holmes.
Exactly. Like at podcast 50, I'm gonna be dead. You get to find out who the murderer is. Anyway, back to you. Yeah, it drops off during high school, is what you're saying. Yeah.
So it drops off during high school, and everyone's got their their teen phase where nothing's cool anymore and everything is lame.
Nothing is ever
and
cool.
oh god, don't even start. There's like, especially with me, I didn't really go through the like nothing is cool phase. I still had my like I was a pretty big nerd in high school, obviously, if I'm hanging out with Cross.
Yeah.
But like it was kind of just, you couldn't really get into it without being shunned.
Yeah, no,
almost.
I completely get you.
Like without people judging the absolute shit out of you.
Yeah.
Which at this point still happens. Which is why I've set up the Ozcos and Fitness Instagram, because my old one, if I posted anything on there, I'd get absolutely...
You get reamed.
I would get stoned by my friends, and not in the good kind, in like the rocks to the head kind.
Hey guys, remember the real high is hydration. Drink lots of water.
Sure.
Hugs, not drugs.
But yeah, so I've just recently started doing some cosplay stuff to get back on the point. And I was like, I'm super excited. I've been doing stuff with foam and like just crafting stuff with foam. I'm actually really like, I'm surprised at how much I'm enjoying it and like all the stuff that I can make with it.
I'm so jealous but proud because his Instagram has gotten more followers than me now, like, insanely fast. I'm like, what the hell? But also, he is doing so much more like work than me because he's like starting to work with foam and like heat guns. I'm like, fuck! I made like some PVC pipe sticks. Yay! Like shit.
But like, it's I don't know. I've always
We
been
could have
like,
bookmarked those videos, by the way.
oh, we could have.
There's
Damn
a bookmark
it, there's a
button.
bookmark thing.
Okay,
Don't worry, I
next
bookmarked
time.
it with a pen.
Next time we can bookmark those
But
videos.
there's no bookmark on my thing, so I gotta write it down anyway.
Okay, true. But next time on my one.
Anyway, back to this. Yeah, so I've like started doing it and it's been really great. And then obviously been following a bunch of like cosplayers on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff just to see how everyone makes stuff. And I found the issue is they're all American,
Yeah.
which is great because America is, there's so many people, everyone knows what to do. You get the best people in certain fields doing the best things in certain fields. Like there's so much to learn from. Europe as well. Like Europe is like there's a bunch of cosplayers I
they're
follow
insane.
from like Germany and from Sweden.
Russian cosplayers are absolutely insane.
Yeah, but you can't follow the YouTube tutorials because I don't speak Russian and I don't understand their accent as
Also,
well.
I don't think they have YouTube because Putin. No, I'm kidding. But like Russian cosplayers,
This is not North Korea, it's Russia. Jesus Christ.
they still do some fucked up shit there.
Anyway.
but Russian cosplayers are insane. Just saying.
Before we get Putin on our ass,
Wait. Delete that from the internet.
To quick
he's
veto-
he's gonna veto that. It's too gay.
Jesus Christ. Veto that too. Whatever Crow just said, veto it. No, and yeah, I've been just doing stuff. Problem is Australia is a fuck off island in the middle of the ocean where it takes approximately 3.5 weeks to get anything shipped to Australia. Mm-hmm. And by anything, I mean even ebay.com.au
Yep.
for Australia takes a week and a half to ship anything to my door.
And that is basically for standard shipping. If you want to pay express, be expected to pay.
Oh,
at least,
yeah.
Be expected to pay like 3 times the price of what you're actually buying.
So I'm
for
just
express shipping.
gonna do a shameless plug here. For early next year, I'm doing a Lifeguard McCree like from Overwatch, if anyone plays that game. A Lifeguard McCree cosplay, which is actually coming along quite well.
He's doing fucking fantastic
The
job.
problem is I was like, oh sweet, lifeguard stuff. That's stuff that I have here anyway because I do surf lifesaving in Australia.
and he's
Problem
going to
is-
become a lifeguard.
And I'm gonna become a pool lifeguard. Hopefully, we'll see. Don't touch wood. Touch
Yeah,
wood.
yeah, yeah.
But the problem is here it's life saving, not lifeguard. In America, at all the beaches, you are a lifeguard, which is why the character has a bunch of stuff that is branded as lifeguard gear.
Yep.
Which, like, they're like fanny packs with like first aid kits and stuff and like all that kind of stuff, which I own here, but all of them just have Lifesaver on it and all that kind of stuff, which if you're in America, Lifesaver is also a brand of sweet.
We have them here.
We have them here too, but in America as well. Actually, I don't even know if you have them in America.
No, they do.
Who knows?
Oh, they maybe. I think. Let us know, because were they
If
originally
you're
named
American,
Lifesaver?
let us
and then
know if they're Lifesavers or like some other name. They're like
No, I think
rainbow colored like.
I think they were Lifesavers, and their name got changed like years ago. I think they originally were called Lifesavers back in the day.
It's like a roll of like lots of little like donut shaped
Hard candies?
hard candies in like different colors.
And they're called they're called Lifesaver. You can probably Google Lifesavers Candy Australia,
Yeah,
and see
something
what it
like
looks
that.
like, and then you'll see your version. I think America renamed them. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
I went online and I looked up some stuff and I found this really cool site, which I'll put the link in the description just because, you know, if you ever need any stuff in America or Australia for any sort of lifeguard gear, you don't need to provide any qualifications or anything. It's just like branded merch.
What
that you can,
website
like,
is this?
Well, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's an actual lifeguard. Like it outfits all the like beach lifeguards,
Okay.
but it's just an online store. You can just buy it anyway, like from wherever.
That doesn't sound safe.
And they ship. Well, it's literally just like it's like clothing. So it's not like it's like clothing and like first aid kits and stuff, which you don't need to worry because they're pretty standardized and like
Yeah.
you know.
I
It's
mean,
pretty safe.
anything you're rocking up at the pool is lifeguard shit. and
Well,
something
it's
else.
like if you have a job as a lifeguard, they'll give you stuff anyway.
I
so
know,
you don't need
but
to
like
use
if somebody like tries to trick, I don't know. Just
no.
I'm thinking the worst.
Anyway,
case scenario.
anyway, so I ordered this stuff and I was like, oh sweet, you know, it's got all this stuff and it's super cheap as well because you know America everything is so much cheaper than here in terms of like just common items. And I was like, oh sweet, so I'll ship it over here. And I ordered it. I put in the shipping address, you know, or my home address in Sydney. And it came out with an estimate. And the estimate was $27 purely for shipping. This is on top of the like $50 that I'd already paid for 50 like US dollars.
Yeah.
That I'd already paid for stuff, which by the way, Australia has a crap conversion rate.
Oh, the
So
conversion rate's
50
terrible.
US dollars is about like 75 Australian dollars.
Yeah, we get screwed.
We get absolutely shafted. And so I'd ordered that. So in the end, it came out to about $100, $110
Australian.
Australian for a bunch of just like branded merch just for this cosplay.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that hurts. Like my wallet's now empty and I'm just generally dead.
Exactly. That's why it's hard to see a lot of, unless they have like a decent amount of money or they're sponsored. You don't see a ton of Australian cosplayers.
There's not a lot.
Just because but the ones we do have, absolutely fantastic. Like holy crap, like
What you-
Gabby, Lucky Bones, Dan,
Yeah.
everything. Boneyard Arcade. Also, if you like podcasts, go check them out. Please, guys, have us on. No,
Have us on,
have us,
please.
Vitoed.
Vetoed.
But the ones who the Australian cosplayers we do have are absolutely fantastic. Like
Put a link in the
Henchwench.
description for them as well.
If you don't know Henchwench,
Oh,
she
Henchwench
is
is
amazing.
awesome.
She like did this gorgeous May cosplay. I met her originally at Comic-Con last year when she was doing a World of Warcraft orc. She
was
had
really cool.
built-in tiny smoke machines into her
Oh,
cosplay.
AK Wiru this year. AK Wiru did
giant- was he
did
the
like
giant
a
guy?
giant dragon this
Yes,
year.
he was
And he
amazing.
had a smoke machine and like sounds. He even had a snack rack
Yeah,
inside his
a
costume.
snack rack.
Yeah.
Like,
But
yeah.
anyway,
but
in
yeah,
Australia,
in
you
Australia we
either-
get gypped, but we do like our cosplays are fantastic. But that's why you don't see a lot of them because it's so expensive and tough to get merch here.
Yeah.
So like if any American companies, if the Australian government is listening, fucking import shit.
But like, so I ordered this stuff and I was like, man, $110. Like, it's gonna hopefully be worth it. Which now that the stuff's here, it is actually 100% worth it and it looks amazing. And like 10 out of 10 would order again if it was cheaper and took less time to get here. Which brings me on to my second point. It took 4 weeks to get here. And this is standard shipping, so I understand that it's not like gonna be
in a week.
a super quick thing.
Yeah.
But my grandparents send parcels from Germany quicker. And like they're like parcels of like snacks that have to get through
Customs.
like customs as well because Australia's customs are tight as hell.
Oh yeah.
But like
fair reason, but yeah.
they've like 4 weeks. Are you having a laugh? Like if there was anywhere I could get this that's quicker, cheaper, doesn't require $50 of express express shipping. man, stuff would be so much easier.
It's like the Rooster Teeth store. I order stuff.
You gotta get off Hanabi.
yeah,
because
yeah.
Hanabi's the only place that like ships
No,
it in
but
Australia
they have the Australian
quick.
store. They have, like, there's the Australian store. But like, no, but like literally, I'll be on the Rooster Teeth store. We watch a bit of Rooster Teeth. If you didn't know, Funhouse references and everything. Great people, love them, watch them. But I'll go for standard shipping. Cool, fine. I'm a double gold member, so I get a discount either way. But then I'm like, oh, I kind of want this a bit faster. And I look at express shipping. I'll be purchasing like a $25 shirt. It'll be like $123 for express shipping. That's how hard we get shipped. It's not like the company. It's not Rooster Teeth. It's not them. Like
It's literally
it's
just the
literally
shipping.
just Australian shipping, like how the conversion and everything.
It's
how
such a
gypped we
pain in
get.
the ass.
It's so annoying, and that's why like I've never like sold or shipped stuff. And like when I with my cosplay stuff, I'm afraid to like start doing giveaways because I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna be like.
A giveaway.
Yeah,
and I was like,
So
man,
you gotta
I
have
should
to do
like
Australia
I
only.
should do like I was gonna do like a so and so. I'd probably wait till I get to like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, same.
But I was like, man, I should do like a 1,000 follower like giveaway for Instagram or something. And then I realized that like whatever prize I give, I've got to add like another $30 on top of that just for shipping costs if it's outside of America.
Outside of
Which-
Australia.
Sorry, outside of Australia. I don't live in America. Ha ha ha. I wish, but no.
One day.
I don't really.
That's why I can't wait to move to Canada.
I really don't. But yeah, so I was like, oh, I'll just do a giveaway. And now that's gonna have to be like an Australia only thing, just because like I am
now,
not
at least,
paying.
yeah.
I'm nowhere near like popular enough or financially stable enough for to ship anything past like 1 kilometer away. So yeah, it's such a pain here. But
Yeah.
on the bright side, that has definitely made me focus a lot more on how to home make stuff and like doing like foam stuff and making armor out of that as opposed to getting it like 3D printed and shipped.
Exactly. Yeah, like my Nightwinger screamers are literally just PVC pipe, couplings for those pipes, and spray paint, and also electrical tape. Like they actually surprisingly turned out decently well for what I did, but like it's literally just PVC pipe and a
It's
bit of
just
spray paint.
home make everything. Is
Yeah, like
basically how it works.
Bunnings is actually pretty decent for like tools. We're fine on tools here. We got like Australia
man.
is the tool central, fucking honestly. But
Yeah, people and
yeah,
electrical
exactly. People
tools.
and the actual stuff, but like it's just the stuff you need to use for those tools, essentially. Like the stuff you want to use those tools on, we get gypped hard. But like Bunnings, if you are an Australian cosplayer and you're looking to get into stuff,
Bunnings is great.
Bunnings is fantastic.
Spotlight is my favorite. Spotlight is like an amazing like craft and like
That's for your craft stuff. Get Bunnings for your tools and your kind of
like
your woods.
textiles.
Yeah.
Is it Spotlight and like just generally?
They have a cosplay section now, actually.
I know.
Spotlight
I
just-
went in there. They have Yaya Han's like cosplay fabrics and stuff in there as well.
I need to go in there, but they have a cosplay section now. So if
Bought
you
some
are,
lycra from there the other day just for a
Ooh,
glove.
yeah, yeah.
It's actually really good quality as well.
they're starting. It's starting to get a bit better. But if you are an aspiring Australian cosplayer and you're looking for advice, we definitely recommend Spotlight, Bunnings, ordering online if you can. But again, like we're saying, it's a bit
If you're
of a
starting
bitch.
off, you're not going to have a huge budget.
Exactly,
I
exactly.
assume at least, unless you're like
Exactly.
starting off and you're like 23 and have a stable income.
But also, don't be like ashamed or afraid to purchase things online. Like my Spider-Man costume is purchased online. My next one's going to be purchased online. I didn't make that. Half my Nightwing costume was either stuff I had or like I ordered it and then I built a couple.
I mean,
bits, painted it.
I did like a Punisher cosplay to start off. That was my first one because I was like, oh, it's nice and simple.
Yeah.
You know, pretty easy to get started. It's just spray paint onto a like bulletproof vest and some like black cargo pants. And stuff.
He borrowed my boots.
Like
Like,
I borrowed Cross's boots. I now have my own, which I also had to order online. But like
Yeah.
but like stuff like bulletproof vests and stuff, because in Australia you don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
All of it's got to come from overseas,
Exactly.
which is such a pain.
so don't be like afraid or ashamed if you like buy stuff. Like
Definitely not.
exactly because that's the point of cosplay is to go as a character you love. It's not the fact that you've built it or anything like that. It's the fact that you're doing it, you're having fun, and
You
you're
put the effort in.
Exactly, and you're presenting this character that you love. Like, because I'm known as like the Spider-Man cosplayer, and my friends and everything. They're like, oh, you do Spidey and everything.
I mean, I'm literally staring at a Spider-Man mug right now.
I have
which is
so much Spider-Man
His
stuff.
entire house, which we are in right now.
I've got Spider-Man socks on the line right now.
It's just made up of Spider-Man stuff.
It's
Everything.
everywhere. But like, yeah, but I bought that suit online, and my next one I'm going to buy online. Fantastic quality. If you are looking for Spider-Man stuff, RPC Studio is where I get my costumes.
I had to look into it. It's actually not bad.
They're amazing. The quality, I've had this costume for 3 years. I've gotten bigger. It's stretched with me. Like, it's fitted perfectly.
I'm looking for a Venom one. So
Yes, you're doing Venom good.
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I got like 4 other ones lined up before
One day
then.
you'll do Venom with me.
It's an easier one
yes.
because it's just buying the suit.
Yes.
Like,
but RPC Studio are fantastic for Spidey and other stuff. They have like they do have like Flash, Captain America,
they have a Superman one, I think?
They have Superman. You can also request your own custom prints if you have a print. Gunhead Design does most of the prints, but you can also get like Arachnid Studios and Brandon Gilbert.
yeah, they have a lot of. There's a just basically
Pop on the website.
do a bit of research. It's really easy. The greatest thing about the age of the internet is that everything is at your fingertips.
Everything is there. Yeah.
Like you can literally like look up whatever and like source stuff from all over the place. It's
Etsy.
amazing.
I'm about to order some web shooters off Etsy. Once they return.
Oh yeah, Etsy's great.
Yeah, Etsy's fantastic. They are a bit more expensive. Because there are a lot of handmade stuff on there, but they're fantastic.
The McCree arm that I'm doing, I got like I didn't get the designs from this, but I saw them on Etsy, and I'm basically just like the like display photo that they had for them.
Yeah,
I'm
because it was
basically
like a 3D printed like template, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a
yeah.
3D print template, and it was like, hey, if you, or they can print it for you as well. I just didn't do it because I didn't have the funds for it. And I was like, I'd rather buy like $20 worth of foam and make it myself.
Exactly.
But like CYN props, I don't know if it's meant to be like sin or something like that, but cynprops.com. They have some really cool like 3D print stuff. If you've got a 3D printer or you have a friend who has one, like that's a really good place to get them.
You can also find a lot of
cheap.
free 3D printing templates online. Like I am trying to like, if I don't buy these web shooters off this guy, they look amazing. I'm thinking possibly getting them 3D printed by a friend, but
and stuff like that. It costs like $20, $25, and you got the like.
I found ones for $2. I've found like they're like, I don't know about the quality of them though. Like I've seen them and they don't really give a good angle.
Well, that's why the like CYN props and stuff. They might be like $20 or so, but they're like
really good
perfectly
quality.
modeled and everything.
Yeah,
like,
you may have to spend a little bit more to get, but like $20 for a template is pretty good.
Much better than $100 for like shipping something over.
Exactly. Like, but if you don't have a 3D printer, don't feel ashamed to buy stuff because I definitely do that.
I don't have a 3D printer. Hell no.
I'm going to be investing in a 3D printer once I move out to have one because I definitely want to be 3D printing a lot more parts.
I don't even have a good sewing machine. I'm basically winging it.
I have a sewing machine there that I don't know how to use. I bought it because it was on sale. Siobhan this holidays is going to need to practice. Do you want to learn how to sew and shit?
Probably, yeah. I definitely will need to.
She needs to practice. This is for us. She needs to practice.
Sorry, you guys. We're totally ignoring you.
Give us a second. She needs to practice because when she's on holidays from uni, our friend does costuming at NIDA. NIDA is a pretty prestigious theatre college,
dramatic
arts college in Sydney here, if you didn't know, in Australia. And my amazing friend, she's absolutely so talented. The amount of stuff she's made, holy crap! I'm so proud of her. Siobhan, if you're listening, which you will be, I'll force you. I love you, and you're absolutely fantastic.
I apologize that he's been forcing you to listen to this crap for over an hour.
Yeah, we'll veto some stuff.
We'll veto some stuff, so it'll hopefully be about roughly an hour.
45 minutes.
We're not vetoing 15 minutes of this crap. Jesus, I'm not editing that.
Okay. Well, we talked a bit about...
Veto that last bit.
But yeah, so she is going to need help. She's like, hey, I'm going to do stuff. If you need anything made or you want to be taught something, let me know. So you and I...
I'll get on it, because at the moment, I've just got my mate Sienna doing it all for me.
Yeah, I hand sew everything. Like, if you've seen my...
I can't hand sew.
My hand sewing is terrible. But if you've seen my Mogar cosplay, I want to redo it, but I thought I was pretty proud of it. The fur piece, the chest piece, oh my god, that was insane. I had to sew underlining for the chest piece because it was itchy underneath. I sewed the fur into the boots. And my dad and I made it's a 6-foot sword, a wooden sword. We made that in a day, amazingly. My dad is the legend of props. So if you feel free also, like, don't be ashamed to have somebody help you with props. Parents, if you're a younger cosplayer.
If you need help, just send us a message.
Yes, just send us a message. We will ask other people to tell us what to do, and then we'll tell you.
We'll be the awkward middleman.
We'll be the middleman.
We'll tell you who to go to for actual advice.
Exactly.
But honestly, I'm like, on my Instagram, it's amazing every time someone sends me a message, even if they're random people I've never met in my life before. Like some guy the other day, what was his name?
Let's say Andrew.
Sure.
I'm just thinking it was Andrew. I don't know why.
Let's say Andrew. It's not Andrew, but whatever the name is, they sent me a message and were just like, oh man, great cosplay. Do you know if like you have, actually it might have been Andrew.
Yeah, I'd say, because I know it started with A. Adrian or Andrew.
Something like that. They were basically like, oh yeah, great cosplay. I'm really, really like impressed at how everything's going. Also a new like cosplayer, and it's really great how you just like layer everything out nice and easily. And then just like started a conversation, like offering to like help 3D print stuff as well. Like, just send me a message. Like I honestly, it's really great hearing from people.
Exactly. If you need advice or help, send us a message. But as I was trying to say, like, if you're a younger cosplayer, definitely get help from parents because there is a lot of, like, Liam just burned his arm the other day on a heat gun.
Oh man, I got a mad scar now.
And like when I was younger, I was using a soldering iron at a little fun thing like at the Sydney Observatory.
Oh,
But
I have actually this thing. Which arm is it on? I don't even remember.
The burn.
I've got a burn mark here where I was in a wood tech room back in high school, and I like was sanding something to the point where it like sands it till it like burns the wood.
Yeah.
And then I accidentally
touch it?
leant on it.
Yeah.
With my arm, didn't realize I'd leant on it, and just kept leaning on it. And now I've got like a nice little. It looks almost like I've been shot at some point. At the
Nice.
time, it looked like I'd been shot, or like had someone push a cigarette into my arm. Like it was brutal, but like just random shit.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, like you can get hurt. Like I burnt my finger on a soldering iron. I was young, so it was, like it was not really that much. But you can, if you are working with soldering irons and heat guns, be very, very careful, please.
Saws are a bitch.
Oh yeah, saws. Always
Slice my thumb open with a
don't
saw.
push on a saw. Just work with the wood. Let the motion do the work. Just as a little tip, if you don't know how to work with saws and wood. But yeah, be very careful if you are a younger cosplayer, or you even if an older cosplayer and you don't know what you're doing. Please ask for help. From people who have experience, parents.
This is a please don't sue us disclaimer.
Just honestly.
Please ask for help from people who know what they're doing, or at least have some form of experience with it.
Just please be very careful. Like the worst I've done is glued my fingers together. I couldn't flip people off. I glued Selly's super glue. You can buy little $3 like things of it at Woolies. Fantastic.
Are we just
so
plugging
strong.
products
No,
at
no,
this
no.
point?
I'm just recommending it if you need super glue.
These
Tiny
are all
little
links
things.
in the video.
But they're so good. Just be very careful because if you get that on your skin, it is very hard to get off, and also it glues together fast. Like if you touch your fingers together and you have it, you're not getting that off for a while. Just be very careful. Super gluing things, hot glue as well is very hot. Anything hot, anything that can hurt you, just be very careful. Yeah, but like it's a learning curve. You may get a couple scars. It's gonna happen. It's honestly a cosplay tradition at this point. Just be very, very careful and don't be afraid to ask for help. Message us, message any cosplayers you know. Honestly, a lot of them are going to be very thankful that you message because they want to help out. And they're going to be also very like a lot of even the most famous cosplayers, like just to know that they have, because we do it for fans. Like a lot of cosplayers and everyone, we do it.
I do it for attention.
We do it because we know like it's nice to know we have an audience who appreciates what we do.
Yeah.
So they're gonna like, even the most famous cosplayers with millions of followers or thousands of followers are gonna appreciate you asking questions and sending messages. They're gonna feel appreciated. So don't feel like you're bugging us or anybody else. Just go for it. Just send us a message. Just be respectful.
The worst that can happen is they don't answer your question, and you're just in the same spot as you were before.
And then you ask somebody else.
Exactly, and you ask someone else, and they answer your question.
Exactly.
So what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Nothing,
Just
really.
go for it. Because also like you're not calling them up. You're just gonna send them like an Instagram or a Facebook message or something.
Yeah. Or like even I have a what's it called, Saraha or something like that.
Sarah, I don't have one.
I just have one just for the sake of it. It's like a thing where no one uses it.
Yeah.
But like it's a thing where you can submit like anonymous questions and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't even need to like be the person. Like you can literally just send me an anonymous question or something. There's like a link on my Instagram bio. It's got like all my links with like Facebook, Instagram, like Saraha, whatever it's called. Like even a coffee account where you can support me and help me get stuff. This is just a shameless plug.
I should probably make one of those. It's basically an account where like instead of paying for a coffee, you like give it to him.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of paying for a coffee, you can like
help support us.
Help support someone.
Yeah.
But anyway, like even that, you can always submit anonymous questions somehow. Like even message boards and stuff on like Reddit.
Oh
and
yeah.
Stuff.
The RPF, Replica Prop Forum online. Fantastic. A lot more stuff if you're American because they have, of course, the source. But I got my Spider-Man web backpack off there. I ordered it off a guy. T-Jack, he's on there. He does Spider-Man lenses. But the RPF, the Replica Prop Forum, they're absolutely fantastic with threads with different advice, different methods. That is one of the best sources I can actually give anybody who's into cosplay. America definitely is going to have a lot more stuff there because they have a lot of things. But you can order stuff in. They have just so many in-depth tutorials and recommendations for people looking to do cosplay. So I definitely recommend checking that out. Just looking at the time, we do have to go
We're gonna
grab.
have to wrap it up at
Yeah,
some
we
point.
have. So we're grabbing sushi with Sarah Bleep.
I'm gonna play Gridiron later. So
yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
freaking get my food in me.
But was just gonna say, what was I gonna say? Yeah, just to finish it off. What do you want to list a couple cosplays you're gonna be doing in the next? I would say by next year, sometime.
Okay, so by next year, I'm gonna be I've done the Punisher from the Punisher and like Netflix's Daredevil and stuff like that. That actually came out really well. It was the first one I ever did.
Fantastic. There's some photo shoots on his and my Instagram, so check them out if you wanted to see those.
Yep. And the next one that I'm doing right now is the Lifeguard McCree from like the Overwatch Summer Games that just came out recently. Personally, really favorite. Like it's awesome. And it's almost done actually. So like it'll probably be another month or so after because exams are in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After they're done, I'm gonna be on it 24/7. I'm gonna have it done probably by like end of November, and then before February, hopefully, we'll see what happens. But during my break time when I'm not working, I'm gonna be working possibly on either a Voltron cosplay, or most likely I'm gonna be doing Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon 2
One's gonna be
with
tough.
some really cool like foam armor and some leather stuff that it's gonna be a learning experience. I got no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, but that one's gonna take you some time.
That's gonna
you're
take me some time.
You're like taking off on that. You're like working on that one, aren't you? Like,
Yeah, that's just going to be like a continuing project. We'll see if I can. I want to get it done before like Supernova next year or something.
Fuck, you're gonna have a lot of work cut out for you.
Oh, I know I'm gonna have, but I don't really care. I'm
no,
off uni till March, so I may as well just go full pace.
I'm coming to your place. We just
Pretty much.
cosplay like things.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be. My next one definitely is gonna be my Spider-Man Homecoming costume. That one's gonna cost a fortune, but it's gonna have like magnetic web shooters, 3D printed parts, screen printed. It's absolutely quality. Voltron as well. Like I want to do Shiro and Lance, but also like Liam just is so amazingly like Shiro. So I'm gonna get him to do Shiro when I do my Lance, and then when he's not doing Shiro, I'm gonna do my Shiro.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what you're doing, Shiro.
You say that.
You were so doing Shiro.
I really want to get this Hiccup done.
I know.
Sienna's doing Astrid,
Yes.
so I need to get it done.
I'll get my friend. My friend actually gave me some. Oh yeah, Evil Ted Smith cosplay on YouTube.
He does some really cool stuff on YouTube.
He does some fantastic foam work and everything. That's where I'm going to be learning to do my Voltron cosplay.
I got like the stuff for how to make my prop gun for McCree off his
Yep.
stuff as well. I'll put another link down the. This is
so many
description
links.
is going to be pure links at this point.
Cosplay Chris, actually, a guy I know, pretty famous cosplayer. He has some good tutorials on like guns and everything and prop weapons. Check him out. But I'm going to be doing Voltron, redoing my Nightwing. I'm going to be making that a lot more detailed, thankfully. I'm going to be doing Milo Thatch. Hopefully by next year. I'm not too sure what my Supernova lineup is going to be because I always do Spider-Man, but there may be like I'm very not too sure. I'm going to be doing Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug, if anybody knows that.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, like
cool.
I watched a bit of it, but my friend is really into it, and we've been planning to do it for a while. And I found this really good
that'll be
costume
good.
online, and also with my parkour and my flexibility and stuff like that, I can really pull off kind of some of the poses.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be shut the fuck up. It's gonna be
So
pretty sweet.
flexible, Cross.
But it's but yeah, I'm gonna be doing Cat Noir from Ladybug, probably for Supernova next year because I got a couple Ladybugs who want to take some photos with me. Smiles Are Better is my friend who's gonna be doing Ladybug. She's on Instagram, check her out. And
link.
Basic Bitch Cosplay, she's gonna be doing it. Hopefully, check her
she's
out.
cool.
She's
Okay.
great. She's a legend. Basically.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Following
Yeah.
you for a while, but
She is cool.
damn.
She did a recent Kim Possible. We're gonna okay. I gotta finish off. I'm gonna be doing Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts. I got the jacket, but it was a bit too big, so I needed to get it again. It was expensive. I could be able to get it
tailor
tailored.
it.
Yeah, I should be
Yeah.
able. It's a pretty low quality. Like the quality's not fantastic, so we'll see how well it can be tailored. I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna do that
You
before I
have to
buy another
buy
one.
it new anyway, otherwise. So
Yeah,
may as well
exactly.
give
I'll
it
give it a
go.
shot. I'll give it a shot. Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts and basically also Kid Flash, the Wally, like the Young Justice version. I want to try and do Kid Flash or Impulse.
Man, shit,
the
you got your work cut out for you. You're doing like 1,800 cosplays.
These are just ones that I want to get.
I'm
like
focusing
start
on 3.
yeah. These are ones I want to start working on for next year. Like by next year, I want to start working on them. They're not going to be done necessarily by next year, but one of my big ones that I'm probably not going to work on personally, I'm probably going to buy honestly. Male Tracer from Overwatch. So Tracer, I love her, and so she's going to be one of the ones I definitely want to focus on, which is going to be fantastic because our friend Caitlin, she is what's her Insta? She changed it like
It's
Caitlin
Elizabeth modeling or something like
model
that.
cos, model and cos.
Model cos, something
Caitlin
like that.
Elizabeth like model cos. We'll link it in the description
She's
specifically.
doing with my Summer Games McCree. She's doing she's doing like a Lifeguard Mercy. as
Lifeguard
well.
Mercy. So yeah, they're gonna be doing them. I'm not gonna be doing like a lifeguard tracer, but I'll be doing male tracer so we can hopefully get some I've done that Overwatch shots.
Please
I've got
get
some
that done
friends.
before next year.
I
please.
probably won't, honestly.
Please.
With money, I probably won't. And it's hard to find
Prioritize
it.
that.
And I got some friends who are probably going to be doing Sombra. They don't actually cosplay, but they just they love Sombra,
Yeah.
so they're probably going to do it. So I don't really have an Instagram. They don't have Instagram for me to plug. But yeah, basically, it's going to be, there's a ton. But the main ones are going to be doing is like Spider-Man, Cat Noir, hopefully Milo Thatch. I really want to nail that out because it's a pretty easy cosplay and I love him so much. And Voltron. Those are probably my main 4 that I'm going to be focusing on for next year because Comic-Con is also going to be there. I'm going to have to nail out 2 new cosplays for that probably. But I'll probably do Spider-Man for that as well. Either way, yes, we do probably have to wrap it up. We went for a longer time than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought this was just going to be about half an hour. We've gone for an hour and
Sarah
15
Bleep
minutes.
rocking up?
She said her bus like gets in at 2:50. So I
Okay.
don't know.
So
We'll
she
give her a
should be
call
here
after
any
this.
second now.
So yeah, thank you. If you've listened to this, thank you very much. We'll pop some links in the description.
If you're still here
If
at
you're
this
still
point,
here,
man, round of applause to you.
honestly,
please tell me, like, message me on Instagram if you've gotten to this point.
yeah, where you got up to, honestly.
Where you got up to on this? If you got up to this point, and I'm honestly, I'll give you a shout out next time on the podcast.
Yeah.
just for getting through this entire thing.
Anybody who got through the entire
Just
thing.
message me on Cousin Fitness. I'll put the link in the description.
Or me at Cross
Or-
Dogs Cosplays.
Exactly.
Or
and
Tony
just
Bones in the
message
Google
us about how far you got into this.
Exactly.
If anyone got this far, props to you. You're getting a shout out next week.
Yeah. We're gonna try and make these at least once a month, but with our schedule, I'm gonna try and pump out a couple more.
Yeah, we'll get better at it as we go as well. This is obviously the first time we've done this.
We're recording
so
on phones right now.
Yeah, like-
literally low quality. Like it's.
I've got a microphone coming in soon, so we'll be able to like up the quality.
A bit more. But yeah, like we're gonna at least once a month. But with our schedules right now, we can probably
In
pump
the
out a couple
holidays,
more.
I can pump it like
Yeah.
After like 2 weeks time, we can pump out like 1 a week or even 2 a week,
Exactly.
and then layer them further as we go.
Exactly.
That way
So
we've got something
we'll
to
try
talk
and
about.
aim for like 1 a week if we can, but at least expect one once a month.
Yeah.
We'll upload it probably on YouTube is going to be the easiest. We'll see where we go from there. But yeah, if you wanna, no, I'm not gonna play. If you wanna support us, we'll probably have like those coffee links in our bio
Just
essentially.
our Instagram links.
Our Instagram links.
Everything's on there.
Everything's going to be on our Instagram essentially. I don't really know what else to say just besides if you're
Thanks,
listening,
guys.
thank you very much. This has been a blast. Like
It went way better than I thought it would.
yeah,
to be
this has
honest.
been a fantastic.
I've never
like,
done
honestly.
this before, and it
Neither.
went way
Yeah.
better than I thought it would.
Literally, I always just wanted to start a cosplay, so I was like, "Hey, Liam, want to do a cosplay?" And it's like, "Yeah, sure." Like I said, it's not going to be.
Wait, do you want to do a what?
Do you want to do it?
Do you mean a podcast?
Podcast. Why did I say cosplay? We've been talking about cosplay for so long. Sue me. Veto.
Vetoed.
Vetoed. But yeah, so like I said, it's not going to be just us all the time. We're going to have friends on talking about cosplay. Like soon, Matic Photography is going to be coming up to Sydney.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going to plug her. She's amazing. She's one of my friends. She's going to be coming up in December, and she's going to be doing a bit of a podcast with us, thankfully. If she's free, hopefully she will be, and we'll force her to. But yeah, we're going to have like cosplay guests on. We're going to have just mates that we have who aren't like famous or anything. We're gonna have Sean hopefully at one point. He doesn't have an Instagram, but I made a fan Instagram account for him.
He's just got a fake fan one.
It's I just post
It's
pictures
amazing.
of him. There's his number one fan. He's one of my best friends. But yeah, thank you, fantastic. I'm gonna keep ranting if we don't stop. So thank you very much. This has been the Simply Ridiculous podcast, where we talk about anything simply ridiculous or ridiculously simple. So until next time,
guys.
catch you later.